Hey everybody, acids and bases prep. Get you guys ready for your test tomorrow. Let's go through 20 questions as fast as I possibly can. Here we go. Which compounds are classified as Arrhenius acid? So this is just definition question of the first definition of acids that we learned. We know acids generally start with H. Oh, and I didn't bring a reference table with me. Well, you know what's cool is? These guys are basically all pretty much on your reference table, and I can see that base, so that's not it. This is a salt, so that's not it. Base, that's not it. Here's my correct answer. Two acids, both start with H. That's kind of what I'm looking for, right? Start with H. So let me use the. Apparently, I need to use a mouse. This thing don't like me. Go like that. Go like that. Yay, you're right. Moving right on. Next question. According to one acid-base theory, a base is, so this is another definition question. I can cross off these two because we have nothing to worry about with Na. We talk about bases as H plus acceptors and donors. That is triggering my remembering the second definition we did. This is Bronsted-Lowry, where an acid is an H plus donor and a base is an H plus acceptor. We're looking for base. So I want to get rid of my acid, and the answer is H plus acceptor. So that's just a definition question. You guys say hi to Mr. Cobbin. Welcome to his room. A substance that dissolves in water and produces hydronium ions. Hydronium ion, you do need to know, is H3O plus, and we all know that that equals H plus. These all go along with acids. Okay, so using what we know. So as acids is the only positive ion in solution. Oh, look, I wrote acids, and look at it. It's not an alcohol or a base or a salt. We've heard three of these terms this unit. We have not talked about alcohols yet, so it'll be in a future unit. So that's how we can tell that we're not using that one right now. We'll get there. All right, 4. When dissolved in water, an Arrhenius base yields. So base is my key word. We knew bases make OH minus, which is also hydroxide. And hydronium and hydroxide are two very close words. So this question really helps us with understanding our words and our vocabulary. Oxide is just oxygen ions, so that's not it. Hydrogen ions is our H pluses. We know that's acid, not base. Hydronium is H3O plus. Again, acid, not base. Hydroxide is my OH. That's where our right answer lies. Next one. According to one acid-base theory, an acid, okay? This is almost the exact same question as we had like 2 questions ago, except for now it says acid instead of base. When I think of acid, I think of H plus or H3O plus, which is called hydronium. So I know that OH is out, that's base. And then Bronsted-Lowry, I see acceptor and donor. Producing H plus or H plus donor is my acid. We remember that the acceptor is the base, and that's based on us studying ammonia and why it is even a base, even though it doesn't have OH in it. Moving right along, almost 6, so we're a quarter of the way there. Potassium hydroxide, that is KOH. Oh, here it is. It's classified as a base because, OH. That OH is key. OH. Can't highlight it well without into the K, but OH ion, that's definition of base. So it's just a definition question, basically straight up. We know bases make OHs. Arrhenius theory, so this is the first theory. Acids make H plus, bases make OH minus. Oh, a base and an acid react to produce. Ooh, this is neutralization reaction. We did this for our titration. This is a neutralization. We learned that acid plus base equals a salt and water. And I taught you to do HOH for water for this. So water and a salt, boom, that's what we're looking for because we know how to do titrations and what a neutralization reaction is. For that one, we had to do the double replacement reactions in our practice. So this is kind of a definition question without them asking us how to do the double replacement. Oh, and here we go. This is almost this. I see at least a reaction, so I like that. I see HCl, which is an acid into water, making what? Oh, well, what is HCl going to break into? HCl, I look it up, it's an acid. Acids make H plus, and then if I get rid of that, then all I have left is my Cl minus. Cl minus I have in my equation. What am I looking to put in? H plus, because it's an acid, and I know by definition all acids make H pluses. Definition for H plus would be hydronium. H3O plus equals H plus. So don't get confused that you're looking for an H plus and you got the word hydronium. Remember, those are synonymous things. Which solution reacts with LiOH, lithium hydroxide, to produce salt and water? Well, that's part of our neutralization reaction. We know it's an acid plus a base becomes salt and water. And let's see, I got my water there, boom, salt there, boom, base here, boom. Who do I need left? An acid. So I can deconstruct this question into which of the following choices is an acid. And using my handy dandy reference table that I didn't bring, you'll find that sulfuric acid is on that list. You can literally just find it. You just got to know that you need an acid and then look it up. Which valence equation represents a neutralization reaction? I don't want to write it again. I just wrote it twice. Acid plus base equals salt and water. So that's what I'm looking for. And notice, no water, out, no water, out, no water, out. There's my water. There's my salt. There's my base. There's my acid. That's where we're living right there. Acid plus base equals salt and water. By definition, I can pick out which equation that is. Halfway there. When a pH of an aqueous solution changes from 1 to 2, we know that when a pH change of 1 equals a 10x change in concentration. Right? We know this going in. And then so we do the pH change of 2 minus 1 is 1. So that's 1 with 1, 0. So 10x. Okay? And then I know if I'm going from 1 to 2, I'm becoming more basic because I'm going, the pH is going up. So my H plus concentration must be going down. So I'm going to get rid of these two because of the 2's. Whoops. Not going to get rid of that one. There we go. Because of the 2's. We know it's got to be a factor of 10. So one of these two is right. And then increasing by a factor of 10 would be getting more acidic. So here we're getting more basic, so it's going to be decreasing by a factor of 10. That's a good question. I like all those answers. Really make you think. And notice, like I told you in class, that 2 would be there, right? That 2 is going to be there as a trick. So we got to make sure we're doing it times 10. Solution with a pH of 11 is first tested with phenolphthalein and then litmus. What is the color? Oh, this I need to use the reference table. We're going to play left, right, center. Phenolphthalein I know is from 8 to 9, and 11 would be on the right, and the color on the right is pink. So phenolphthalein colorless is out, pink is in, so I like that. And then litmus turns base blue. I don't remember what the numbers are, and I don't have my handy dandy reference table like you do, because I forgot it. But I know bases turn litmus blue. Base is blue. That was in our some of our original learning with indicators, so we're good there. It's actually properties of acids and bases is when we went over that. So that one matches. Here we go. Moving right along. Which acidic solution could have a pH of? Acids have a pH range of 0 to 6.9. So right, 7's neutral. So which number is in between 0 and 6.9? Those two are both base. 7's neutral. Leaves us with one question. This question is, do you understand the definition of pH as it refers to acids and bases? Which one are which pH? All that question is doing. Same question, but different topic, or different species. We're talking about bases now. Which pH value indicates base? So I know it's going to be higher than 7. 7 is neutral, it's out. 3 is acid, it's out. The most basic, so most basic is closer to 14, higher away from 7. That's going to say 11 beats 8 in that regard. And we're getting closer and closer to being donezo. Okay, which change in pH represents a 100-fold increase? 100-fold is 100x. Remember, I taught you that the pH change, if a pH change of 4, it's going to be a 1 with 4 zeros. This is a 1 with 2 zeros, so it's a pH change of 2. It's going to be a change of 2 in pH because there's 2 zeros. So, which one of these has a change in pH of 2? This guy's out, and this guy's out. Okay, so these two each have a change in pH of 2. And an increase in concentration of hydronium, which means becoming more acidic. So it's going to be a change of 2 and becoming more acidic. Which one's becoming more acidic? 1 to 3 or 3 to 1? The correct answer is going to be going down. My pH is going to go down as I become more acidic. So it's 3 to 1. Next one, 25 milliliters. Ooh, neutralize. This is your acid-base neutralization. MAVA equals MBVB. We are plugging and chugging. I have a 25 milliliter sample of acid. So volume of acid is 25. Looking probably for my molarity of acid. HNO3 is acid. Milliliters of base is 32.1. Molarity of base 0.150. That's multiplied. You're going to divide both sides by 25. Now we get an x equals, and then we what they call a handy dandy calculator. If you're going to carry one of those, I can just make it work. I've got 0.150 times 32.1 equals. Now we got to press equals. Divided by 25 equals. I got 0.1926. Round that, I see my answer choices. 0.193 looks like it's perfect. Fits in nice with a rounding, and the program tells me we did it right. That's just a plug and chug using the equation. For titration, you guys did that when you did the titration lab. Looks like I got another one. Real quick plug and chug. MAVA. What volume, that's VA, here's my acid, HNO3, so the molarity of acid is 0.5 equals 100 milliliters times 0.1. Divide both sides by 0.5. So 0.5. VA is going to equal 100 times 0.1 equals 10. Divided by 0.5 equals 20. I got 20. I see an answer of 20. Here's where, when again, I see the answer that I figured out mathematically is right. I'm really hoping it's the right answer because that's when we can get schnookered, if you will, and pick the wrong answer by accident. If the most common wrong answer is there. 2 more and we're done. Which indicator is yellow in a solution with a pH of 9.8? Left, right, center. You're going to have to play the game with all 4 of these. I just so happen to remember the methyl orange's range is 3.1 and 4.4 because we did that on the board for bell work. And I know it went from red to yellow. And that 9.8 is going to be right here in my yellow, so that's my answer. You're going to have to do it on all 3. Play left, right, center with all 3 and figure out which one is yellow. Bromothymol blue is yellow, but it's on the acid side. Remember that too. So the answer is methyl orange. So you're going to have to play left, right, center 4 different times to get this question perfect. Unless you get lucky and it's the first choice. But I would do all 4 left, right, center. Figure out what color it is, and then make sure you pick the right one. When the pH of a solution is changed from 4 to 3, becoming more acidic. 4 to 3 and becoming more acidic. So my hydronium ion concentration, one more time, H3O plus equals H plus. It must be going up. And my change in pH from 4 to 3 is only 1. So it's going to be 1 with 1 0. It's going to be a 10x change. So that's an increase by 10 times. See if that answer's there. Increase by a factor of 10. Got it? Not by 100. Doing good. One problem, and we're donezo. And you're off to finish studying for your test. Which solution has a pH greater than 7? By definition, 7's neutral, lower than 7's acid, higher than 7's a base. So I can decode this question into which solution is a base. I see glucose, that's not a base. NaCl is a salt. And I see 2 with K. Oh, and I know I've seen K a lot in my bases, but I know bases has OH. So it's KOH. By definition, I know the pH range, which ones are acids and bases, and how to find my bases. And with that, congratulations, we're done. So watch the video, do your practice again after this if you want, because you can do your practice like 10 times, right? If you need more practices, email me, I can assign you more. Study the practice pages in your packet, because if I made you do it in the practice pages, you're probably gonna have to do it on the test. Good luck. See you guys tomorrow. And I don't know why I have to press the button, but